If you're over 60 and still eating this one food, you might be feeding the very thing that's threatening your prostate. Most men don't realize what's happening until it's too late. Your energy drops. Nighttime trips to the bathroom increase. Your drive fades. Your sleep suffers. And all along, there was one food making it worse. It's not sugar. It's not alcohol. It's not dairy. In fact, it's something most men consider real food. Something they were raised on. Something they trust. But this one food could be silently swelling your prostate, irritating your bladder, and draining your energy from the inside out. After 60, your prostate becomes more sensitive. Slight shifts in hormones like testosterone or DHT cause bigger changes than they used to, and that's why so many men start noticing signs all at once. You feel like you constantly need to go, but then struggle to start. Your stream slows down. You wake up at 2 a.m. not because of stress, but because your bladder's screaming. You feel less like yourself. It's easy to chalk it up to getting older. But what if those symptoms weren't just coming from age? What if they were fueled or even triggered by something right on your plate? Something you eat without thinking. Some foods inflame the prostate. Others feed growing prostate cells, including cancer cells. But this one food? It's been linked to doing both. There's one food nearly every man over 60 grew up eating. It's practically part of the American identity. Weekend breakfasts, backyard barbecues, quick lunchtime sandwiches. You probably still eat it regularly, maybe even daily. But doctors are now warning that this food may increase your risk of prostate enlargement and even cancer. And the damage doesn't stop there. Some studies suggest this food may lower testosterone, wreak havoc on your hormones, and chip away at your long-term vitality. In just a minute, I'll tell you exactly what this food is, and why removing it for just 30 days could change how you feel, how you sleep, how you go to the bathroom, even how much energy you wake up with. The food I'm talking about is processed red meat. That means sausage, bacon, hot dogs, bologna, beef jerky, salami, and even those deli cold cuts in your fridge right now. It's not the occasional steak we're talking about here. It's the altered, packaged, preserved meats, the ones injected with flavor enhancers, chemicals, and preservatives. The meats marketed as quick, easy, hearty. The ones many men still think of as real food. But here's the truth. A 2021 Harvard study found that men who eat more processed red meat have a higher risk of developing prostate cancer. And for guys who already have an enlarged prostate, these foods appear to make symptoms worse. Why? It all comes down to one hidden enemy: inflammation. When you eat processed meats, you're flooding your body with compounds that trigger inflammation at a cellular level. Things like nitrates, sodium phosphates, and advanced glycation end products or AGAs. Those AGAs are trouble. They form when meat is cooked at high temperatures, cured, smoked, or grilled, all common methods for processed meat. In your body, AGAs act like tiny sparks. They irritate tissues and trigger your immune system to stay in a constant low-level fight mode. And for a man over 60, where does that hit hardest? The prostate. When your prostate gets inflamed, it starts to swell. That swelling presses on the urethra, the tube you urinate through. That's when you notice slower flow, more urgency, that annoying feeling like you didn't empty completely. And when this inflammation keeps going day after day, week after week, that's when the real problems begin. Now add in another hidden factor: hormones. Processed red meat doesn't just inflame your prostate. It may interfere with your hormones too. Many processed meats come from animals that were injected with hormones to grow faster. Small traces of those hormones can end up in what you eat, and over time, they add up. Plus, the type of fat in processed red meat can raise your body's aromatase activity. Now, aromatase is the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. That's right, the more saturated fat you eat from processed meats, the more of your hard-earned testosterone could be turning into estrogen. In men over 60, this spells trouble. Why? Because less testosterone means lower libido, less morning arousal, slower muscle repair, increased belly fat, and more estrogen? That may stimulate unwanted prostate tissue growth. One daily habit, and it's silently tipping your hormones out of balance. And here's the kicker. Most men don't even realize how often they're having it. You might not eat kale every day. You might not drink smoothies or eat quinoa. But bacon and sausage on the weekend? Deli meat in your sandwich? A few hot dogs at the cookout? It adds up fast. And it's not always labeled clearly. Some packages say natural or smoked or hardwood cured, but they're still processed, still preserved, still loaded with additives your body can't punch through like it used to. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't about giving up all red meat. This isn't about going vegan or cutting all your favorite meals. It's specifically about processed red meat. There's a difference between a grilled, unprocessed steak once a week and 3 slices of nitrate-packed lunch meat every afternoon. Whole, grass-fed cuts. They don't contain the same harmful compounds. Fish, eggs, beans, grilled chicken? They don't spark the same fire in your prostate. Because it's not just the meat. It's what's been done to it. The chemicals, the curing, the high heat prep, the additives. And for men over 60, with slower detox systems and more vulnerable hormones, that makes all the difference. So if you've been waking up to pee more than twice a night, if your flow feels weaker, your energy lower, or your drive just isn't what it once was, this could be your signal. Removing processed red meat, just that one change, might be the easiest and most powerful first step toward better prostate health. And the good news? You don't have to overhaul your life to try it. Just start with 30 days. Take out the processed meats. Choose clean proteins instead. Then see what changes. Because surprisingly, most men feel results in just 2 weeks. Coming up, we'll look at exactly how this swap can change your sleep, your energy, your confidence, and even your hormone balance, starting sooner than you might expect. And here's where things get exciting. When men cut out processed red meat for even just a couple of weeks, some changes show up fast. Really fast. One gentleman, 68 years old, former Marine, told his doctor he hadn't slept through the night in 4 years. Always waking up 2, sometimes 3 times, just to pee. His energy? Running low by mid-afternoon. He thought it was normal aging. But on advice from his doctor, he took one step, removed all processed meats. Just 18 days later, he was sleeping almost straight through the night. He was still waking up once, but instead of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., now it was closer to 6. That tiny improvement? It gave him deeper sleep, more energy, and even his wife noticed he just seemed more like himself again. Small change, big return. And stories like his aren't rare. In a study published in the journal Nutrition and Cancer, researchers found that men who reduced processed meat saw a noticeable improvement in urinary symptoms. Less urgency, less nighttime waking, better flow. Now, is this guaranteed to work for everyone? Of course not. But when you hear that your dinner might be part of the problem, doesn't it make sense to at least test it? Remember, this isn't a forever change. It's an experiment. You're simply saying, let's see what happens. Let's say you give it 30 days. You fill your fridge with clean proteins, grilled chicken, baked salmon, organic eggs, even a well-trimmed steak once a week. You snack on nuts and fruit, not jerky sticks or cold cuts. You actually check the labels at the store. If it says nitrate cured or has ingredients you can't pronounce, you keep moving. What could happen? Well, according to doctors who work with older men, you'll likely notice a few things. First, your sleep may improve. Not overnight, but gradually. It starts with fewer bathroom trips, then deeper sleep, then waking up feeling a little more refreshed. And that alone? That can change your entire day. Because the body heals at night. Hormones regulate. Muscles recover. Brain fog lifts. So even one less trip at 3 a.m. can make a surprising difference. Second, your energy may stabilize. You might not be bouncing around like a teenager, but instead of crashing by 2 p.m., you'll feel steady, more alert, more present, less strained. Part of this is because your body isn't fighting off a constant stream of inflammation. Imagine wearing 10-pound boots before breakfast every day and someone finally takes them off. You'll walk lighter, easier. You'll feel, simply, better. Third, some men report a surprising rebound in their drive. Not just bedroom-related, but their inner spark. They stop feeling meh all the time. They care about hobbies again. They have more interest in conversations. A little more motivation to move. This may have to do with hormones balancing out. As inflammation reduces and testosterone stops being hijacked by estrogen, that natural drive may start to return. Will it fix everything? No, but small wins can stack quickly. The key is just getting started. And the truth is, you'll know more in 30 days than you do now, especially if you track how you feel. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just a note by your bed: how many times did I wake up last night? Did I feel tired or rested this morning? Did I go through the day with steady energy or did I crash? Then take note of your meals. Did you stick with clean proteins? Or did that salami sandwich sneak back in? The more honest you are, the better your results. Because our bodies speak, but we have to listen. And often, that means testing the things we've trusted for decades, like the ham in the sandwich, or the bacon on Sunday morning, even the beef jerky in our car's glove box. No one's saying those foods didn't bring joy at one time, but today, they may be working against you, especially after 60, when your body's signals are clearer, louder, and more urgent. So here's the challenge. Start small. Pick 1 week. Skip the bacon. Try eggs with avocado instead. Swap your lunch meat for grilled chicken or tuna with olive oil. Skip the hot dogs, try a turkey burger or a veggie burger instead. Then, see how you sleep. See how you feel at 3 p.m. See how your bathroom visits go. This isn't about restriction. It's about reaction. How does your body react when you remove the one food that's potentially holding you down? Now, if you're thinking, this seems too simple to work, that's what most men think, until they try it. One man who emailed our team said he made this change just to humor his wife. He didn't believe a sandwich could make that much difference. But 2 weeks in, he had gone 3 nights in a row waking up just once, and he couldn't remember the last time that happened. Another man, 72 years old, said he felt his workouts suddenly had more pop. He didn't change his routine, just cut out the processed meat. This is the quiet power of inflammation. You don't always feel it coming on, but you definitely feel it when it lifts. And with that lift comes space. Space for better sleep, clearer thinking, more confidence, and yes, better flow. Now, there's still more to discuss, because in the next video, we'll go even deeper. We'll look at how to balance your hormones naturally without prescriptions, and how the right foods can support not just your prostate, but your brain, your muscles, and your drive. Even how to start rebuilding testosterone starting from your morning plate. So if you're tired of guessing what's going wrong, if you're ready to finally feel like yourself again, don't miss what's coming next. And if you found this helpful, tap like, subscribe, and make sure you don't miss part 3, because the next step could be the real breakthrough you've been waiting for.